What's up, guys? Today's lesson is all about reasoning. Okay, so you've seen this rubric before, but look at how to get a 3 and a 4. Okay, your body paragraph, we're still on writing body paragraph, so your body paragraph has to have, obviously starts with your reason that's connected to your claim. You're citing evidence, and we should be doing that pretty easily. Evidence that actually is connected to your claim and reason and supports it. But then the reasoning is the hardest part. Okay, and then part of the reason it's hard is because it's in your own words. Okay, so look at what reasoning does. My reasoning clarifies and expands on how the evidence helps my argument. Okay, so some evidence is very self-explanatory. Some you actually have to clarify what it means and like why it's important and how it helps your argument. Okay, so you kind of have to use your own thinking, your own critical thinking to look at your evidence and how it's actually helping you prove your claim. So you got to know what your claim is. You got to know the topic very well. Okay, so reasoning that clarifies and expands on how the evidence helps my argument. Okay, that is what reasoning is. Fill in the blanks here. Okay, so reasoning is in your own words. Okay, so it's not from the text. That's the textual evidence. So it's always in your own words, and you should be creative. Okay, you should think, I'm trying to convince someone of something. What should I be saying? Okay, what can I say to really get this person to understand my point of view and agree with my point of view? That's the point of argument writing. It sometimes explains what the evidence means. Sometimes you need to actually say this means, or in other words, if the evidence is kind of confusing. Third point, it tells the reader more about how the evidence helps your argument. Okay, so it always connects back to that overall claim that you're trying to prove and the reason for that actual paragraph. Okay, so reread your claim, reread your reason and the evidence. Think about what you need to say. And to help you out, it usually starts with this shows or this proves. So it doesn't always have to. Okay, as you get more sophisticated, you don't have to always use this shows, this proves. You can be more creative in your reasoning. Okay, so look at example 1. I'll do the first 2 for you. You're going to type along with me. One reason. I'm doing a video. One reason Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James is because he is a better defender. According to the article titled Michael Jordan, the Real GOAT, in a survey of over 100 ex-NBA point guards, 95% of them said that Michael Jordan was the toughest guy to score on. So I've got my reason here, one reason Michael Jordan is better. I got my evidence. So now I need to reread and really think about what I'm going to say and how that evidence is helping my argument. Okay, so I'll just start with this. Shows that that most of the guys who Michael played against thought very highly of him as a defender. Okay, write that down. I'm just going to be a little bit more creative and say they would not Okay, so just adding on that other sentence to really hammer home and make it clear for the reader what the evidence is saying and how it helps your argument that Michael Jordan is better than LeBron James because of his defense. Okay, so write that down, that reasoning for example 1. Move to example 2. The reason is we should not have zoos because they are not a good use of money. Okay, this is from a previous article we read. The article says, quote, some zoos spend upwards of $1 million a year just to maintain a single exhibit. Okay, so now I got to expand and clarify. Expand on this and clarify. So I'm just going to say this is a crazy amount of money to spend on just one exhibit. This money, I got to go back to this is not a good use of money because that was my reason. This money could be better used on conservation of endangered species in other countries. Okay, so that last sentence really connects back to the fact that it's not a good use of money. Okay, and you notice that both of my reasonings on example 1 and 2 are 2 sentences, not just one sentence saying this proves my reason, but really taking it a step further based on my argument. Okay, so you're going to have to be a little bit more creative, and it's not going to come to you right away. Okay. Go to example 3. You'll do this one on your own, but we should have zoos because they are helping to save endangered species from extinction. According to the article titled "Zoos Do More Good Than Bad," for threatened species such as chimpanzees, the AZA maintains special survival plans. The plans involve breeding and transferring animals among zoos. Okay, so now do it on your own. Explain, use your reasoning. This proves, this shows. Explain how that evidence is helping you prove that reason that we should have zoos. Okay, so do 3 and 4 on your own. It's not going to come to you right away, but just pretend that those are your paragraphs and do 3 and 4 on your own. Okay. Once you're done with 3 and 4, raise your hand and get the article on cell phones and should cell phones be allowed in the classroom. As you read the article, pay special close attention to statistical evidence and anecdotal evidence and also expert opinions. There's all 3 in here that you can use to write your paragraphs on the exit slip. Your exit slip will look just like the exit slip last time. This is kind of messed up. But it's going to ask you to write 2 body paragraphs. Argument body paragraphs. Remember, reason, evidence, and reasoning. I want to see at least 2 sentences on your reasoning. Okay? At least 2 sentences on your reasoning, so make sure you're paying attention to all those different types of evidence that you could use in the article. Okay? Once you're done with 3 and 4, up here, raise your hand, and I will bring you the article, and you can get started on that. Thanks, guys.